Dude,
We don't look like
it's
we're
saying,
live.
and we're live for real now.
Wait, are we
There we go.
live now?
There
We
it
are
goes.
really
Let's
live.
go.
There
That's
it
an
goes.
accomplishment.
Oh my gosh. It took forever to get this stream started.
Tori's got
Jeez.
some tacos on deck. Use your imagination on that one.
Man, you need to start talking
Torey
about
has
Suns right now.
tacos. He wants to talk about the Suns right now, Gabe. He wants to talk about how the Blazers are going to get whooped on by the Suns.
He wants to come in here and gloat about Toumani Camara. Thanks for Toumani. Thanks. We got away with something. We're happier with Toumani than we are with potentially winning a title.
After waiting 30 minutes for you to get the stream going, that's the only reason why I'm here.
Facts.
Oh,
Anyway,
we know. And congratulations on your second rounder that you got that might play this year.
I mean,
Sounds like he's going to be in the rotation.
He's going to play, bro. He's going to play.
Well, he should be in the rotation. I don't understand why they wouldn't put him in the rotation.
Thanks for the gift though, for real.
Well, you guys
true.
deserved you
We're happy
guys
for you.
deserved a little something for helping us get
Yeah,
off of that
okay.
Ayton contract.
Man.
For helping us get up off of that Ayton max deal that no one in the NBA would ever consider paying except for the stupid Suns.
You wanted them to match.
Only because
Yes,
I didn't
we
want to
did.
lose them for anything. I didn't want to lose them for
Yes,
nothing
we
because
did.
I felt like
Yes,
there'd be
we
some
did.
other suckers out there
Let's not
in the
for- let's not
Pacific
forget-
Northwest.
Let's not
that-
forget it and keep put on record. We definitely wanted a match, and we definitely did.
Yes, because he was an asset we could use to get better, which we did,
I don't
baby.
think that was necessarily
One month
why,
ago,
but
it was
okay.
Bahamas highlights.
Well, yeah, I was excited. I wanted to give him every chance I could.
Until, it came out that he just wanted out.
But once I found out that he literally didn't even want to give it a go with Vogel, I was like,
Okay.
that makes it easy to say goodbye. But go ahead and give us a Toumani update. What's going on with Toumani?
So he's
Yeah, since
he
we don't
didn't
have him
play-
anymore.
he didn't play much against you guys. He only played 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So like he basically did nothing. The other 2 games, I mean, one of them was against the New Zealand Breakers, but sometimes NBL teams can actually look pretty good in preseason. I know you guys know that. And
Yeah.
he did really well. 13 points. I think he
Didn't
was, like-
somebody else lose this preseason to a NBL
I don't
team?
Yeah, it's preseason. Like,
But who was it? Which team
don't know.
lost?
I don't know.
'Cause
I don't
it
know
was-
if that actually happened.
No, it did. It did. I swear. We're not the only ones now. We're not the only ones. Which is exciting.
know.
But go on.
But
The Mavs,
No.
Baby Mallow says.
he's
The
just,
ma-
he's
yeah.
just he's athletic. You guys know that, but he's been hitting threes. He's been I'm trying to like pull up box scores here, but he's been shooting the ball well. Had some good defensive plays, blocking shots, getting steals. Like, just seems super well rounded, good athlete, man. Like, he's fun, he's exciting. I think the question mark was how good of a shooter is he going to be, because he wasn't super great in college. He was okay last year, but his shot is so pretty.
It is very pretty, bro. It's like,
is.
the classic thing where you're like, dude, if he can, there's nothing wrong with this shot. So who's to say he can't, this guy can't be the limit for him as a shooter.
Yeah,
He
he was
does-
3 for 4 from 3 last night.
Ooh.
Four for what?
3 for 4.
3 for 4. Hell yeah. He's like a type of my player that I would build. I like to build my players in 2K that can do a little bit of everything, and they're not, well, he can't really handle the rock. But
That's the one thing that I'm really sad about losing him, was just the potential, because like we saw potential there for a lot of it. Like the athleticism was there, the cutting was there. He was able to, get to the rim, and then the threes. I was looking forward to seeing if he could actually get a handle and develop handles. And if he does that, he's gonna be a problem. I think that's just next in his game, is develop a handle and you're good to go.
He's in his 3 games, he's 9 for 13 and 5 for 7 from 3. So he's just been hitting shots, and he seems like the type of guy that does the little things. Like, he'll go get a board, he'll make the right cut, he's not gonna force too much. Just like the perfect type of player for the Suns, man. Like, I'm still so surprised we got him in that deal, because I wouldn't think that they just want to give him up like that, but it was almost like he was a throw-in, but as a prospect, after what he showed in Summer League, he's too good to be considered a throw-in.
I don't think he was considered a throw-in. I think that was a demand that you guys made, a smart one, too.
I think your guy Joe Cronin, Alpha Chad, put his big boy balls on the table and said, I'm Joe Cronin.
This might be the one time he did you guys justice and put his foot down. Was like, no, I want this. This is what I want. If you want me to take this garbage contract from Ayton, I want this.
Well, that's why I'm so surprised we got him, was because it was a smart move by him. It was like the first legitimately smart move where it's like, oh, wow, how'd you get this guy? Normally it's like, how did we give up 2 starting caliber players for Keon Johnson in a second?
First round talent, Keon Johnson. Get it right.
That was the justification for it. Was he was recently a first round pick. He's a first round talent. No, he's not a first round talent. I'm sure you guys are kind of figuring that out now. Do you guys think you're gonna keep him? What's the deal with that?
So
Keon,
thanks for the video plug. We put a video out yesterday night about who should go. Sundo wants to keep him to use his contract in a future move.
I was just saying because of the age, and him and Little's contracts are too similar to one TJ McConnell's salary. And I just feel like that was the move. We keep hearing all this TJ McConnell, like, hey, the Suns want him, And I feel like those 2 contracts equal his contract. And I feel like that's going to be the move they're going to try to make. We have these 2 young guys you want. We'll give you a second that we just got for campaign. Here you go.
Oh, we have a few seconds. So, I mean, if we need to sweeten it with another second.
So I feel like that's the way they're going to go. That's what the deal is going to be, in my opinion.
Well, I think you guys need as much flexibility as possible, even if that's a $2.8 million contract with Keon Johnson to match something compared to a minimum contract. So, like Keon plus Nas, that's about $8 million. So even if it's not TJ McConnell, it does put you in play for a lot of guys, and it is that extra little bit of salary. I don't think he really is going to play. He's just not an NBA caliber player, in my opinion. He seems like the type of guy that goes back to the G League and maybe comes back on a 10-day in a couple of years. Like, that's kind of the tier I think he's in. But I do like keeping him for you guys just to have that salary to trade.
Yeah. All right. Give the shop talk a break here for a second. We just want to real quickly say what's up to everybody. What's going on, everybody in the chat? We meant to start doing Sunday live streams during the off season, but
and I was trying. Let me just interject and interrupt you very quickly. I was trying to convince this man Gabe to do Sunday live streams during the off season. I was trying to have the Suns Valley podcast community covered with content. So this has been something I've been pitching for like 3 months.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway, go on.
So, we do appreciate you.
Yeah. You've always been on the right side of history, Torey. Okay. So you're right on that one. You're right on player previews. I'll give you that love. Player previews was a good idea. All right. But no, if you guys want more, if you guys want us to do Sunday night live streams, obviously if there's a game, we'll be live for the game, but like non-game day Sunday night live streams, I think me and Sundo can make that work.
Recap. Definitely for sure. If
you guys want us to do that, but Torey's on a taco schedule, so I feel like we need to let Torey talk as much as possible here before his senorita comes a calling.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Torey, let me ask you this question real quick. What do you want to see tomorrow in the preseason game? Like, what do you want to see from your Blazers? What do you want to see them do? What do you expect to see? Stuff like that.
So
Big Three's playing. Throw that out there.
Your guys are playing? Your starters?
Big Three is
Big
playing.
Three's playing tomorrow. I think the only person we have bench is Eric Gordon.
We've played starters pretty much the entire time. Like, I feel like Ayton might not play, especially because it's in Phoenix. I don't know if he wants to get booed over a preseason game.
He will, but whatever.
Robert Williams the third hasn't played yet because
Ayton has to play. Ayton has to play.
It's the preseason. He doesn't have to do
okay. Maybe you will be level-headed enough to have the correct energy on that. And I'm not disagreeing with you. But can you not see a contingent of Blazers fans, let alone Suns fans who are gonna mock him for it? But can you not see a chunk of Blazers fans saying that he's soft, he's scared to face the Phoenix crowd?
Bro, if anybody's saying that over a freaking preseason game where we literally rested him last game when he played in freaking
You don't think
Utah,
people are gonna say it?
Then people will say all
That's
sorts
all
of
I'm
things,
saying.
but it's not legitimate, man. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, that's just dumb stuff.
I mean, you said he rested the last game, right?
Yeah.
I think he'll play this game.
I mean, there's a legitimate chance he'll play. But I don't think, like, if it's in the regular season and he just randomly takes a rest day, then okay, maybe you question it. We play you guys 4 times during the regular season. He's gonna have to face the Suns crowd at some point because there's twice that we're gonna play in Phoenix. So
yeah, so why not get it out of the way in a meaningless game?
They ain't making decisions. The Portland Trailblazers are not gonna make decisions in the preseason based on the Suns fan base.
Yeah. Oh, Ayton's gonna get his feelings hurt. Let's not play him in this preseason game. That's weird.
Well, he's been very temperamental already. He's been acting like a giant baby with the media. He has been. I can say it. He's not a son anymore.
I agree with you, but I feel like you're reaching for straws, dog. You're reaching for straws here.
I'm just saying, if you're on the track that I would be on as a Blazers fan, where I feel like Ayton's already on thin ice with how I believe in his mental, I mean, I think it would be good for his mental state and his reputation, and he cares about his reputation, believe you me. His reputation will take a hit if he sits, even for a preseason game. I want to talk about Phoenix. Well, so you got drafted first overall by Phoenix, and you're gonna be playing against them. I don't want to talk about it. I thought we were gonna talk about the game. Okay, Deandre. And then
what is he doing?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. This man
translate.
That's what he said.
That is what he said. But this man Gabe is he's just. Okay, let me tell you something, Torey. This is what is happening right now. Okay, you're witnessing a man who is genuinely just hurt. This man
heel turn,
and for Ayton for so long.
Heel turn.
The moment that it comes up that Ayton didn't actually want to be there the whole time and he wanted to be gone. Now you're witnessing a real heel turn and a man who is hurt. That's what you're seeing right now.
Hurt people, Torey.
I apologize for laughing at your pain.
All right.
But did Drew Eubanks play in his return to Portland? No. So you guys set the precedent.
Drew Eubanks wasn't the first overall pick who has issues with being a softie.
You would have drafted him first overall.
I would have, but people don't call Drew Eubanks Charmin soft.
Dewey.
Yeah,
that's Ayton's rap.
But no,
and
for
you
real,
have to defend him now.
The only people who the only people that are making statements about Ayton's reputation regarding whether or not he plays in a preseason game are people that already hate him, are people that already have something against him. So it's not like he's going to get goodwill just by showing up. So it really doesn't matter.
I think it would show mental maturity and mental toughness if he showed up, hugged Booker, dapped up Durant, which ain't gonna happen.
If Ayton plays tomorrow, since we'll be on stream, since I'll join you guys for that watch party, I'm just gonna rave about his mental maturity just for being on the court.
Please do it.
You don't think Blazers fans are concerned about that?
He's so headstrong. He's so heady, bro. Look at the mental fortitude he has for just playing in a preseason game.
If I'm a Blazers fan, that's the only worry I have with Ayton. Not his physical talent, but his mental strength.
I mean, I'm not worried about it, but it's like,
it's a preseason game, bro.
I'm gonna give him like 20 games into the regular season, then see where we're at.
You better get 41
because you're not gonna end up in real reverse adversity in the preseason. It's the preseason, so I'm gonna wait.
Being booed by the crowd, by your former home crowd, is an adversity.
That'll happen. That'll
I don't
happen.
think they'll boo him, bro. I don't think they're gonna boo him.
Maybe not, but I mean, if not, then why would he be scared? You know.
I'm gonna put up. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna put a chat poll that says, "Would you boo Ayton if you were at the game?"
Oh my gosh, here we go. Anyway, Torey, besides Gabe wanting Ayton to play to show mental fortitude, okay, what else do you expect to see?
So right now we have this fun like power forward battle, and Camara. It's Toumani Camara, Jabari Walker, and Chris Murray, who we drafted with the 23rd overall pick, which I did not like that pick whatsoever.
Would that be former Phoenix Suns Toumani Camara?
That'd be former Phoenix Sun Toumani Camara going against his old team. So with it being the last preseason game, and Camara played 25 minutes last game, so we got some legitimate burn, but it might be one of those games because I feel like every NBA team every preseason has a game where they like rest most of their main guys, and that is partly where I'm going with like maybe Ayton won't play. Is maybe it'll be a situation where like Scoot doesn't play, Sharp doesn't play, Ayton doesn't play, and it's like we're starting Jabari Walker, we're starting Toumani Camara. I'm not sure who we're gonna play tomorrow. You guys are playing your guys, so we'll see. Maybe we approach it like a regular season game. But if not, we got this fun 3-way power forward battle between Chris Murray, and he's interesting because of what Keegan did last year. Like how close of a clone could he be to Keegan, considering they're identical twins? Jabari Walker is a guy that Eric really liked coming into the draft, and then you got Toumani, and I think the organization expected Chris Murray to win the job, and if not, they expected Jabari Walker to win the job. I don't think they expected Toumani Camara to come into training camp and outplay both those guys. And now we're hearing reports that he's going to be first off the bench out of those 3. So if those guys all get extended burn tomorrow, it's going to be interesting just to see how they look compared to each other, because that has been kind of an interesting development.
The fact that we hear that Toumani Camara is that hungry, that he's working his ass off to be that guy, bro, that hurts me, bro, because that could be us. That could be us.
We only have Kevin Durant. And
Okay,
like you don't get it, Torey. We're now the new kids with the hedge fund. We just got it. Okay, we're selfish. We want it all. All right.
You know what Sundo? You know the kid that Sundo was, and he's the kid that his parents bought him all the top toys and action figures, and he hasn't played with this one G.I. Joe in like 3 months. And then Torey showed up and reached for it, and Sundo's like,
have it. It's mine. It's mine. You can't have it now, bro. But it's the fact that he's just young, and like you want to see somebody young like that, like play their way into a team that's full of dogs that we got. Yes, I said dogs, but you know what I mean? But it's good that he's doing it there. I'm happy for you guys there. I do want to see him do well there, just because me and Gabe did like his game. We like his game a whole lot, and so we are jealous that you got him.
The part of it that hurts is believing that it didn't have to happen. That's what
that's really it. That's really it.
It's like, well, okay, but did we have to give up Toumani? So, Torey, you're the CBA guy. Was it contractual? Was it a?
No, you were trading Ayton's bloated contract.
So the money wasn't about making money fit.
Grayson Allen's like what, 8 mil?
Grayson Allen's 8 mil. Nas is 6. Keon's 2.
So that's 17 mil plus Nurk is like another 17 mil. I mean, maybe, but you'd think if you just had to throw in a salary to make it work, it would be, Ish Wainwright or something. It wouldn't be Toumani Camara.
I bet you it was going to be Ish Wainwright, and Joe Cronin said no.
Joe Cronin said,
the young fella, and actually put his foot down. I promise you, that's what happened.
Cronin said, "Do you know who I am? And do you know that I have the entire city of Portland on my back?"
Did you know that Keon Johnson's a first-round talent for real? You better give up Toumani.
And then James Jones was like, "No, I didn't know that. Tell me more." Cronin's just that good, man. That's what you need to realize.
Cronin low-key did cook in that trade. I'm not gonna
Can we
lie.
trade
really
you Cronin for James Jones? We
Drew
need
Holiday,
a Chad.
And he got Drew Holiday, who he turned into Time Lord.
Cronin is God.
Stop it, Gabe. I'm trying to give Torey a real compliment here for a minute. Like,
They
you
got
are
Time
mocking him.
Lord. I'm serious. No, I'm mocking him in a different way. All right, you're mocking him your way. My way of mocking him is telling him that Cronin is legitimately goated because he hated Cronin forever, and now he's having to.
I still don't like Cronin.
At least
You go and trade for a freaking superstar team with like 10 of the top 10 best players in the
But
league.
at least he did something good here. He fumbled the bag, but he recovered it, at the 15-yard line. It didn't let the other team get it back. He got you something good. You're able to punt the ball, get some good field position, and play ball again. So at least he did that for you guys because, man, he lost Dame, but you got your Time Lord and Toumani Camara and some draft picks.
Deandre Ayton.
and DA.
But Brogdaddy, I mean, you guys could have kept Drew Holiday. If you're going to keep Brogdon, why wouldn't you just keep Drew Holiday?
Facts.
I don't know. Maybe it could have helped us not give up 75 points in the first half last game and 76 points
young
in the first
basketball
half against
players.
you guys.
But
The last
we're
two first halves, so that's like a whole entire game's worth. 151 points given up. It's our defense doesn't look any better. That's always been the issue. Our defense is still probably going to suck, it seems. I mean, when we get Robert Williams out there, we'll see how much he changes it because obviously he has an impact. But our defense is still going to be bad.
Could that have to do with it just being preseason?
Per game I don't know if Chauncey can coach, bro. Like I do not have faith in Chauncey Billups to coach this team to play correct defensively, and we keep trying to run zone like we did last year that got cooked, and we just I don't know. Like we got some pieces that can defend, but we're super young, so we're gonna make a lot of mistakes. And like Shaden Sharp is not it defensively yet. He's really bad defensively still, so yeah. But it's like there's no expectations. They're not supposed to be good.
I think you guys are going to be better than you think, dude.
How many wins do you think we get?
40.
Nope.
39 maybe.
Torey, you tell me your number, Torey, because I have a number in mind that feels disrespectful, and I don't want to disrespect you with it.
31.
Okay.
31. Okay. You're probably right.
High, but
I was gonna say 27.
Dude, I just feel like y'all are gonna be better than you think.
We're gonna be like feisty, and on any given night we can be a solid team, but that doesn't mean we're gonna.
That's exactly what I envision. Fun and feisty.
Yes, and that's exactly why I'm saying I'd put a bill on 40 just to try to get that bet.
Anyway, I got tacos to go eat, so nice joining you. I'll be here tomorrow.
Well, it was enjoyable. All right.
Don't forget. You roll tacos or just tacos?
Dude, Ayton better freaking play so I can just sit here and hype up the fact that he's on the court. I'm looking forward to that.
I will be impressed with him.
Mental fortitude.
It will be impressive to me if I see him come out and act like a man and face the crowd and face his big bully big brother Booker and Durant and go dunk on Nurkic and dunk on the Suns and flex to the crowd, I would be like, all right, that's a sign that he's not going to be a problem in Portland. He's going to be a solution. He's going in the right direction. But if he's like, oh, my hamstring, I mean, come on.
My Gabe is so funny, dude. Deandre Estrogen, they say in the chat.
Yeah, I got nothing to say to any of this.
Look, Torey, you have
tomorrow night.
Yes, you have fun getting your tacos. We appreciate you. Shout out to Blazers and Blazers Uprise, all that stuff. You're gonna have fun eating those tacos.
I am. I will. Goodbye.
All of them.
Peace out.
All of them.
We'll see how many.
3-pack.
I haven't eaten all day, so I'm a feast.
That looked even weirder because when he left, the camera split into two.
Split. So now my head's in two different places.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to figure this out.
Just fix the scene. That's all you gotta do.
Whoa, that didn't work. Hang on, folks. We got some difficulties.
Rookie podcast.
We got some difficulties. All right, but I got to go back to the difficulties real quick because I need to grab this video.
Yes. So anyway, we appreciate y'all for joining us. Shout out to Torey for real. Even though Gabe was giving him a hard time, Torey is a good friend and a really good source of information for us because we're dummies and don't know the CBA, but he does. So we lean on Torey big time. So
yeah, we just like to show up and be talking heads, but there's not really much behind it. Unfortunately,
so we do appreciate him and Eric. Good guys, good dudes, good podcast, good show. Anyway, we got people in the chat game. We got 102 watching on a Sunday night, which to me is impressive.
It's awesome, man. Thank you guys for showing up. Yes.
Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're at 30 likes, so do appreciate
30
that.
Guys, help us get to 50 likes, please, if you will. It'll help.
All right, so let me go through here. Let me go through the chat. This is normally your job, but you're fixing things, or no, you're not fixing things. You're good to go. But we got Michael in here, Eli. Is this Caius Lavera? I guess that's how you say. I don't know how you say that. Baby Mallow in here talking about Ish Jobin or Joe. Is it Jobin?
Joban, one of the two. Joban. You let us know.
Lester's in here. We got Chantel in the house. Janu says cuck James Jones. I guess he was talking about that Toumani.
Yeah, he was saying that Cronin cucked him.
Yep. Alex is in the chat. Appreciate you. Malachi, yes, sir. Reese in there. You got Andrew Gutierrez was good. We on top. Appreciate you. Lee's in here. Let's see here. Karen Moss, appreciate you. Nacho man. Sorry.
Baby Malo, did you hear your shout out in our last video? I was wondering if you maybe heard me mention you in the video.
He's gonna go watch it real quick. Frank in the chat, appreciate you. ES is how do you pronounce that? ES is it EFix? ES Phoenix?
ESPHX, I always say, but yeah.
Let's say
East Phoenix.
Let's say East Phoenix. There you go. The John in here, beat in here. Appreciate y'all.
So Bradley, I was worried, man, that Bradley Beal
was legitimately not gonna play
because he has a history. Like
Jabari, what's good?
Like Kevin Durant, almost, not to that devastating of degree, because Durant's blown his Achilles and all sorts of other injuries, but Beal gets hurt a lot historically. If you go back and look, he misses games. Nurk misses a lot of games. Dude, I just don't. All I care, like, even if we lose and we don't make it to the finals, or we get to the finals and lose, I just don't want injuries, man. I'm done with it. I hate the way that feels. I don't want any other team to get injured. Obviously, that's asking too much, but it would feel devastating to me, knock on wood, if we start our tenure with Bradley Beal and like he's legitimately having back pains and stuff. It's like, bro, you're not that old, man. You shouldn't be. You got the best care in the world. So it's so good to know that they were just being precautious and probably giving him a rest day.
Yeah, I thought that was going on. Like, I'm not going to be here and say I knew what was going on, because I didn't. I just had an idea that was going on. There's nothing that indicated that he got hurt. You know what I mean? And so I feel like, with this coaching staff, and I think right now they're going to rest during the preseason as much as they can for our starters, just because of the new rules during the regular season, where we're going to have at least two of them play at one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they're just probably trying to rest them up and get them ready. I feel like Matt Ishbia, and I know I keep singing the man's praises, but I just feel like he's brought a different attitude to the Phoenix Suns organization as a whole, as far as attitude, expecting to win, wanting to build a championship sort of atmosphere there. And I feel like that also includes ideas in training staff as far as resting and stuff. I just feel like he's brought the best that he can. And I think we're going to see a lot of resting, and in a different way. Like we may see these dudes play, but we may not see them play 40 minutes all the time. You know what I mean? We may see them only play 30 or something, I just feel like that's going to be part of what they're going to do this season. And so shout out to Matt Ishbia, but I agree with you. I didn't think he was hurt. It's good to see that was the case, just a regular rest day. Expect to see more of that this preseason. I feel like Booker will be next, and KD will be next. I feel like by the last preseason game, none of them are going to play. That's just my opinion.
Oh, the very last one? Absolutely. So tomorrow night should be the last preseason game that's
preseason with the big three
bore.
all together.
Yeah, you got to rest them that last game.
Yeah, I think well, I don't even think they all rested the second preseason game. They all played the first one, all rested the second one. Then it was Kevin Durant and Booker this one. You're coming back again. I would think maybe Bradley Beal just plays the next one. You know what I mean? Because I know how many games we have after this. It's this one and two more after
One
this?
more after this.
One more after this on the 20. What day is that? That's a whole week, dude. That's a long time.
Right.
That's a long time.
So that poll just ended. We've got 54 to 45 no. They would, so at least in our chat, people, what it would sound like is cheering and booing at the same time.
Or indifference.
Cheering, slightly out edging the booing. But I think you're probably going to hear some boos. People don't like what he had to say when he left, acting like he doesn't want to talk about Phoenix. Like, man, like, bro, we did everything for you. We gave you your max with you got a max from the worst owner in sports even before we got our good owner. We know you wanted one more year, but you damn sure can't look yourself in the mirror or look Suns fans in the face and tell us you've earned that extra year, because you haven't. Like, we got rid of the coach for you, big guy. It was you or him, and we got rid of him for you, and you still want it out? And then you want to act like you can't even stomach the thought of talking about us? Fuck you.
Gabe was just real hurt. I told y'all, Gabe was just hurt.
We had his back. We had his back for so long. Like, we just give him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to get it together, and then you have this one beautiful chance with a new coach that's it's like a quarterback on your team that you're hoping will get it together, and then you bring in Sean McVay or you bring in some awesome quarterback coach, and he's like, I don't want to be here. It's like, dude, can you just give it one good go here? We got you the guy.
Now you understand my distaste for one Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyway. He says Gabe ain't wrong though. I mean, yes, he just I don't disagree. I just trust me. If everything Gabe is saying, I agree with. I just don't have the vitriol for it. You know what I mean? Like, he's gone. He wanted out. We got rid of him. We got a player that me and Gabe will end up loving in Grayson Allen, and we'll be fine.
And Nurk Daddy.
And Nurk Daddy, for sure.
I feel like I hope I'm going to have a very healthy attitude towards Nurkic all year. Because, and we've said this, but like, do you believe this, man? Like, do you feel the same way? Like, even when his statistical nights look shitty, which he will have nights where you go, ugh, dude, is like, I could get those kind of stats. And I'm not a 7-foot Bosnian. Like, even on the nights where it's like that, he's going to do. I'm trying to think of a football analogy because you're such a football guy. It's like, okay, it's like a defensive lineman who isn't getting sacks or tackles, but he's drawing two offensive linemen that's freeing up edge rushers and freeing up the other tackle or ends to get to the quarterback. And it's like, yeah, he's not the one getting the sacks, but if you watch the tape, you can see that Devin Booker is coming off of screens and is wide open for pull-ups, and they're giving it to him, and he's hitting the backdoor cut, and it's, opening it. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't get those little things from Ayton on poor statistical nights, and the icing on the cake is that he's
from Ayton from good statistical nights.
Even okay, yeah. On good statistical nights, it was his mid range was falling.
Right. So
that's pretty much it.
I get it. No, I get it. And that's what I'm saying. Like Nurk, it's just refreshing to see him even in the preseason where he's just doing things that you want to see, that you wanted to see Ayton do, and that's like really just simple things such as rolling hard to the basket or setting a hard pick, not a piss poor pick where you get a moving screen violation all the time on, you know what I mean? Like stand there, set the pick, roll to the basket hard, let CP3 find you. He would never, ever do that at all. No ball skills. Stonehand Ayton, bro. Like, remember that?
Stonehands. That's like one thing I'm good.
At least Nurk can somewhat dribble and pass and get some assists. It's just, man, it's just a completely different player, a player that you needed. He fits the style. He does everything that we need him to do. It's going to be great watching him and just being like, hey, aren't you glad to get rid of Ayton? We will be monitoring Ayton closely this season with the Blazers. It's just going to be great.
Timothy, yeah, that's me texting you in here. Torey had a taco date. Okay, take that any way you want, because it means all things. Okay, so he is literally eating tacos and then maybe some extracurricular tacos, but that's not for us to say.
Yeah. Watching this right now.
Mm-hmm. He's like punching the air right now. Why did I help them? Why did I teach them anything?
Oh man.
Okay, real quick, guys. We'll get right into this action here. Gotta shout out our guys at BetUS for sponsoring the show.
Yes, sir.
Loving them, bro. These guys are legit. BetUS is blowing up. Like I'll say this, they're going hard at trying to turn themselves into like the main sports book.
Yes, for sure.
Like I heard about them a couple years ago and I was like, BetUS, like, is it? And then now it's like, okay, it's becoming a name brand and I'm pretty proud that we're actually working with them, dude. But
facts, bro.
So you and me need to do this ASAP. We need to actually lock in our bets because I think that the Suns are going to win more than 51.5 games. All right, yes. We won 64 games with Chris Paul and no Kevin Durant. I don't understand why it's set for us to just win 51.5, dude. We're winning.
Exactly why.
52.
You know exactly why.
What, to bait us into doing it?
To bait us into doing it, and also because there's that 51.5 total for the big three playing at one time. I don't think they expect the big three to play all three games like that. And so,
but the rules, hear me out. The rules are different this year. You can't sit them all. You can only sit one star unless you flat out lie and say he's injured.
That's true. So you really think over 51.5?
Hell yes. Yes.
I think we could do at least 55 for sure.
I think I'm going to use our link, which is in the description, people. All right.
Yes.
I'm going to use our link to get that 125 bonus. So I'll probably put in 100 because that's all I can get away with my wife. Put in a hundo, get 125. I think I'm willing to put all 225 on us winning 52 games. Okay.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Hey,
I think
you wouldn't do that.
I think we could do it. I think I would do it. 55 games. I feel like is a for sure thing. At least to me, I don't see us losing any less than 50.
Our offense, because we kept Coach Kevin B, our offense is flourishing. Our offense is better. Well, okay, this is preseason, so let me just relax here. But our offense looks better than it did last year already. All right.
Yeah,
so guys, that's one example, right? And that's what I'm really gonna do. I'll show you guys receipts for that. Believe that. But there's other things on BetUS. You can just sit there and play slots or blackjack, whatever you want.
tons of casino games.
All kinds of stuff.
There's plenty of other different sports you can bet on. It's not just basketball. You can bet on baseball, basketball, soccer, heck, even martial arts, MMA fights, all that stuff's on there, and you don't need to worry about people finding out your information. They are one of the top best sites, secure wise. They have excellent customer service. So if you need help, you will get paired up with somebody in a live chat immediately. Don't even have to wait. So they have great customer service there as well. And also, as Gabe mentioned, there's a link in our description, but there are plenty of other promotions on the website as well. They're right there. Just click the promotions tab. They will show you exactly what they have and what you can qualify for. It's super easy to use, super simple. Tons of bets on there to have. We just talked about 2 of them. There are so many more.
Rumor has it you can bet on how many tacos Torey's going to eat tonight, Sundo, but I haven't checked. So that's just a rumor as of right now.
For sure.
Okay. But yeah,
for sure.
Shout out to BetUS, man. We love them.
Shout out to BetUS. And seriously, click that link in the description. They match you 125.
And tell us, let us know if you guys end up signing up. We want to shout you out and thank you. Anyways, let's move on to
yes, sir.
Let's move on to what do you think the most burningest topic is? Who's going to get cut? I see people talking about who's going to get cut in here.
Yeah, it's a big topic, and we talked about it in our video already, but I see who is it? How do I say that? V being Ochia. I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. But they asked. They didn't mean to assume your gender either.
They them asked. Go ahead.
They asked. Bol Bol has to be the one to get cut, and I said he's not doing himself any favors with the way he's playing. There's been a lot of debate whether who should be the one to get cut, and I honestly think it's between Bol Bol, Damian Lee, and Keon Johnson. Those are your 3. Oh, and Ish Wainwright. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave Ish Wainwright out. I think for sure Ish Wainwright is getting cut. Sorry, Mallow. It just seems to be the way it's going to go. I think he's for sure on the chopping block. But then after that, I think it's going to be a tight race between those 3. I think Udoka is outplaying him, and before it, he might actually get a standard contract. You know what I mean? And then we might be able to use his 2-way spot for another player that they might see better for a 2-way fit. Ben Lippert says as a BK doesn't look great either, but he looks way better than Bol Bol.
Isn't that a crazy thing to say? Which is true. Problem.
He looks way better than Bol Bol as far as getting rebounds, as far as it being a big body in the paint. The dude had a Euro step, this crazy
Euro dunk
into a dunk. So
like
Azubuike doesn't look good, but he's looking better than Bol Bol. And so
let's put it this way, folks in the chat. We're in the playoffs, and almost said Ayton. Nurkic goes down, God forbid. We'll say Nurkic has the flu, all right, can't play. We'll say Do Eubanks has COVID, can't play.
Flu game.
Who do you want coming in at center? Ime Udoka Azubuike or Bol Bol? I think we all could agree.
I think the first answer is Metu, right? Like you're going to play Metu, but then who's going to be?
But
the backup, right? Right. So that does happen. You're gonna play Metu or you're gonna play small ball at that point. But then you need to have a backup, and it's like, I'm sorry, bro. Bol Bol has, as I'm watching him drain threes nonstop in his practice video, which is wild,
right?
But like it's just weird. So I really hope what I said in the 2 live streams ago after the game with the Blazers, I really hope what I said is true. I really hope that rumor about his foot is their thing and that they're just being cautious with him. Only playing him.
He is draining threes. What the hell is going on here?
Watch his practice video. He's just nailing them, bro. Like, that alone is a reason to keep him if he'll just take those shots, right? Like that alone, you're just looking at him there.
So
right? It's like
stretch
crazy.
5, bro. Like stretch 5 only. I mean,
and that's the only reason they would keep him is to play stretch 5. And they've even said that, our coach Frank Vogel even said that, like they want him there to play stretch big. But the problem is he just doesn't look good. And they're playing him like 7 minutes a game in the preseason.
He doesn't look good in games.
So I don't know what's going on with him. And I don't want to just like, I don't want to pile on him, but like, it just doesn't look good.
Oh, dude, this isn't about piling on. This is about, I feel like we've probably both grown as Suns fans because of the Deandre Ayton situation. Mm-hmm. You know, we both had his back and played the game of make excuses, stay on his good side on social media, don't talk shit about him, have his back. Oh, he went up for a dunk and got swatted away like a fly from a fly swatter. I'll still have his back.
You watch Joker get an offensive rebound while he stood on the baseline and let him do it.
Exactly. And so I feel like my ability to continue doing that for any player is now shortened. I can't, and like Bol Bol's not a rookie. He's not new. He's been in the league for what? 4 years. So how often does a player just need a change of scenery and then they turn into what they're? It normally doesn't work like that. Like I can't think of many. If you can in the chat, tell me. Like Lauri Markkanen comes to mind, but he was already a stud for the Bulls before he went to Utah. Like,
right.
He's been a disappointment so far. He's so skinny. He looks lost. I mean, luckily it's not going to, you can keep Azubike and Bol because Azubike's on a
two-way, yeah.
On a two-way.
So I mean, here's the deal. I'm not saying they're going to cut Bol Bol. So like, don't hear me saying this. I'm just saying he hasn't done himself any favors in playing. And if he was one of the guys cut, I wouldn't be surprised because he's playing like absolute dookie. That being said, I think it's Ish, and it's probably Damian Lee or Keon Johnson for sure. That's what I think is going to happen. If anything, they can use Bol Bol in a trade if they really wanted to later. So there's that. Baby Mouse says Ish is a James Jones guy. It doesn't matter if he's James Jones guy. Is he Matt Ishbia's guy? No. And Matt Ishbia is the boss. So we'll just leave that there. You know, Gary King says Bo will look a lot better playing with the starters. That's the problem. He's not going to be playing with the starters, though. He's going to be off the bench. And so if he can't look good in the role, look at him. He's draining another three in that video.
I'm saying, bro, he just
with ease. Another one. Like, it's just crazy. He's
just leave him at the three leave him out of the 3-point line on offense. Don't have him play
at stretch 4. Let Azubike
pick and pops only, not pick and rolls. And then you know, like, hey, you know, their center is really killing us on defense. He's making things difficult in the paint. Bol Bol, go out there and make him guard you at the 3-point line so the paint's open. Stuff like that. Like, you're gonna have to be strategic with him if you keep him. But it ain't looking good.
He just doesn't look good. And I'm really hoping it's the foot. I really do. I'm really hoping that that foot thing is a real thing, and they haven't said anything yet. And he's just on limited minutes. Really, really hope. Burner says Bol Bol needs a Gabe massage.
I'll get in there. I don't think it's going to do any good though.
Styles Black and House appreciate you. Says 2 bowls might not be it.
Right?
Yeah. Gary King says Frank Vogel just need to tell Bol to keep his hands up. Oh, good luck with that.
Jason says
that's also true.
Jason says let Bol Bol develop. Like, okay, but where is he going to have a better chance to develop, Jason? On the Nuggets, who were trying to win a title, so they got rid of him because he wasn't usable, or the Magic, who didn't have anything to play for, and he actually averaged 10 points a game in like 20 minutes, or back on the Suns, who are loaded and are not giving him, like, I think if he's going to develop, he needs to be on a lesser team.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Like, how is he going to develop on a team where he's not going to play a whole lot of minutes? Like, you're on a team with Kevin Durant and Booker and Beal, and now Metu's looking like he's going to get some playing time because he looks way better than you. Keita Bates, Diop, Yuta, Grayson Allen, Eric Gordon, Jordan Goodwin. Those are going to be the guys that are going to be playing ahead of you. He won't get a lot of time to develop unless we do a lot of sitting for players, and then he will get a lot of playing time. But with the new rules, how are you going to sit him?
Yeah. Have you heard any word on whether or not my guy Drew Eubanks is going to be playing?
I have not, and the injury report isn't out. I looked earlier on Bleacher Report, and nothing was there about.
Let me.
What's going on? Because obviously it won't be out till tomorrow. There won't be a for sure thing, but nothing. All I heard was Gordon's out because they sat him for.
I got it pulled up right now. Whoa, the Sundo window's up for some reason. The Sundo tank top window is up. What the what? Anyways, Damian Lee. Okay. Damian Lee is out, of course. Bradley Beal, game time decision, but Vogel said he's going to play. Ish, game time decision. And then Eric Gordon, he's going to be out, they said. But here's the thing about Ish. Did you watch? I should have sent it to you. Did you watch the post-practice press conference yesterday?
I did not.
Okay, so they asked specifically about Ish in a soft way. They're like, so Ish hasn't been able to play, and blah blah blah, and Vogel's like, we love Ish. He's really impressed everybody in the organization, and he's great to have around, and nobody since we got here, I haven't seen anyone putting in more work than Ish, and he really cares about perfecting his craft and whatnot. So he had very complimentary things to say about Ish, as he should. And so someone commented to me on Twitter, they're like Ish isn't gonna get cut. Vogel was saying good things about him. I'm like, he was saying all the right things about Ayton before we traded his ass to BFE.
Yeah.
Like,
it's called
coach speak. Thank you.
It's called coach speak.
Thank you.
Like, any good coach is not going to bury their own players. It's just kind of policy and smart.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think him talking good about Ish. Most coaches will do good by their players just because they want those dudes to have jobs elsewhere. Any good coach, so you could just be talking about it, be like, oh man, we just had to let him go because his team is too deep. Anybody would be lucky to have him, but they picked him up. You know what I mean? Just that type of thing. Could be that too. Styles Black says Monty enters chat. Exactly. That dude will be in Detroit before you know it. Just wait and see.
They're going to have a reunion, bro. Abdel Nader's going to be getting signed by Detroit pretty soon. If Monty has anything to do with it. Real quick, what do we have for likes?
44, my
44? Guy. Who the hell is holding out on us? You are a hater.
A hater.
Okay. So we got Ish not playing. Bradley Beal is playing. You know who isn't playing, like we said here a second ago? Eric Gordon. I'm totally fine with it. He's one of the older players on the team.
To say, bro, that man is old.
He's like 33. Man.
That man is old.
Like, how old is he? Like 33? Like, come on, he ain't old. He's not really old, but
old enough.
I just think that he's so good. We should be taking it easy with him.
Facts.
And if he was taller and it could slide KD to the 3, I'd play him. But like, the only reason he's not going to be starting is because, you can't have that small of a lineup. You don't want to be pushing Book to the 3 or playing Eric Gordon at the 3.
No kidding.
Jaden, that is the weirdest 19th birthday wish.
He's been saying it all stream.
Simply GSLM is distracted by Sundo too. You know? Gary says we really need a G League team. That is definitely true.
They're on the way. So that's one thing about Ishbia, bro. Like, once again, like I said, he seems to be all in, trying to create a championship culture and doing what's right. And he definitely one of the first things he did was we're getting a G League team. So that was super smart by him. I mean, it would be so much better because you wouldn't have this issue of, oh my gosh, why do we do a Saban League? What do we do with Keon? G League, right? Like, just send him to the G League team. It's really that simple. So the sooner we get that, the better. Matt Ishbia is going to do right by that as well. I can't wait. What's the team going to be called? The Blaze?
I mean, they'll probably just go back to being the NAZ Suns. You know, the Northern Arizona Suns. I don't see why they would
call them the Desert Kings.
Right, Desert Kings,
like the Army ants in Indiana.
God, I remember that in 2K.
Man,
so I'm really hoping we'll get to see Grayson Allen play because he didn't play. Who was that little white dude that just walked by? That can't be an actual player in a jersey. That had to be like one of the...
Probably somebody helping.
Yeah, wow, that scared me. I'm like, what are we doing with the roster?
High Desert Outlaws Oracle says, yeah, I think we'll see Grayson Allen play. I need to see Grayson Allen play. I do need to see Ish. I want to see Ish, so hopefully he does play because, you know.
What's the point? I'm sorry, Malo.
No, just to see, man. No.
To see what?
No, for real. No, because we haven't seen him yet. What if he did work hard? What if he did improve? What if he is all of a sudden just shooting lights out and looks great? Like, I do want to see that. Like, I doubt it's going to happen, but I need to see him play just to see if he does end up looking somewhat better, right? Like, there's always that. So, yes, I do want to see him play. I do want to see Ish play. Hope to see him so we can confirm what we think we're going to see. If not, if he plays better, then good. I want to see Jordan Goodwin again. That's for sure. Just so he can prove that he's healthy. Jordan Goodwin's my guy. So you already know how I feel about that. Who else didn't play last week?
Is he in danger of not playing? Goodwin?
Just that hamstring that's been bothering him. They may try to rest him again. I'm not saying that that's out there. I just know that that's a possibility. They could just be like, hey, we want to give him a little bit more rest. He may not play, but I don't think he's on an injury report. So it sounds like he's good to go.
See, if I was Sundo once we hit 10K subs, I would do something like that. And I'd be classy. There'd be enough bubbles in the bath that you ain't gonna see nothing. But it would just be so funny. It would be so funny. But Sundo's a good, God-fearing Christian man, and he's not gonna, he's not gonna turn into a bathtub streamer, unfortunately.
I mean, my buddy did it one time, and I thought it was hilarious.
He did a bathtub stream?
I told you, my buddy on YouTube, he was making fun of him, and so he saw it, and he did a hot tub stream, and it was just him and his hairy chest, just in the hot tub, just chilling, talk about video games. It was one of the best things I've seen. It was hilarious.
See, it is funny,
but I don't have a hairy chest, so we're not doing it. If I had some sort of ridiculous visual, I would do it, but I just don't have any sort of things like that.
Gary King says Vogel didn't know DA was going to ask for a trade. Yeah, I don't.
I wouldn't doubt Vogel didn't know, but I know who did know. James Jones. I'm telling you right now, James Jones and Matt Ishbia knew, right? I'm gonna say it again. That post exit interview where DA was smiling. He knew something. He knew he was about to get his way. We thought it was Monty was going to get fired.
Well, that's what I still think that's what he was cheering about or smiling about, right?
It could be it.
You think he had, just given a trade demand and they're like, yeah, we'll get you out of here as soon as we can.
I have no clue. but he did seem happy. Maybe it was the Monty thing, and then maybe during the off season, Booker said something to him, or maybe something was said to him, and that when he wanted out after that. I have no clue. Either way, DA's not on the team anymore. I don't want to speculate. He's a bum over there. He can stay over there. Scoot Henderson's going to be the main guy over there, not Ayton.
I've got a really good idea for a poll. I'm going to start typing it up right now, and here's what it's about.
Okay.
I want to know what you guys in the chat want to do about the fifth starter. All right? Because I feel like you and I somehow, some way, have come to an agreement that we both think that Okogie has earned the job.
Yes.
But I doubt that's what people think. So I'm going to try to put as many options as I can.
That's crazy because we had a whole video where you were like, Grayson Allen. And I had to convince you that way.
Well, once I saw Okogie in the preseason, maybe I should give Ish more of a chance, bro. Because Okogie turned it around in my eyes. Like, I was never down on Okogie. I just felt like, okay, I've seen...
I think they just have Okay, let me put it this way. And I'll tell... Maybe this is why I can explain to you why it seems to be that he's getting better. Because we've talked about this already. It seems like last year, everybody had the green light to shoot corner threes. Everybody. So Okogie was in the corner shooting threes, missing. Ish was sitting in the corner shooting threes, front rimming it. And it wasn't getting there. And I feel like in this system, Frank Vogel was like, all right, your job is this. You're playing defense, you're gonna cut, you get to the basket. I feel like he'll do the same thing with Ish. And I feel like that's why you're turning on why Okogie's getting on your good side, because Okogie's playing in a system that fits him more in the style that he plays. They don't just have him out here shooting threes and clanking them. Like, they're going to have him do what he should be doing. And that also will get him open looks to hit threes. You know what I mean? Because he did hit a few threes in the preseason. We're like, okay, Okogie, you look great. And I think that they'll do the same thing for Ish. I think they will, we'll see how Ish looks, but they won't let him shoot threes. They'll put him in a position to do what he does better. Do what he does best.
Dude, we're 15 votes in and we're at 60% for Okogie. It's crazy, man. Like, he showed some things last year that, like, I remember seeing videos being made about Okogie where they're like a video that even blew up. I can't remember who did it, but they're like, the Suns just stole a fifth starter or whatever, like a true starter, like he should be starting anywhere in the NBA, and they got a fifth starter. He was shooting such lights out, and then come playoff time, I don't know what it is. It's got to be the pressure, right, of playoffs and the higher.
Lost the mask too.
There was just
Mask Okogie was goated.
Seriously, bro, he really was. But what I saw from him in the first couple of games was just this, like, confidence. I'm seeing Okogie back to being super confident, going to the rack, finishing. Like, if you have somebody as a fifth starter who will push the pace, be super aggressive on defense, and you did convince me in that video, I think, after I rewatched it, your point about Okogie's you need somebody who you can expend their energy guarding the best player. Because would Grayson Allen be so effective as he was for the Bucks if he's chasing around the best player on the other team? Probably not. So keep him fresh, have him guard a bum on the bench, be guarded by a bum, and light it up from three and all the other things that he can do. Okogie, you're just running him out there like a tool designed to help you play defense and just be the missing ingredient that Kevin Durant's not the greatest perimeter defender. Booker's gotten a lot better. Beal's not the greatest. He's okay.
I don't know, bro. I just saw that video of them all playing defense, and it looks like whatever the system they got going.
I know what video you're talking about.
Is going on. Yeah, that one on Twitter that I shared.
That's Vogel's team defense.
And that's what I'm saying. And I feel like all those roles are met there. So like,
but okay,
it's going to be good. But let me
we also gave up how many points in that game, though? That was one good defensive play, and we gave up a ton of points.
After what, though?
That's true. After we took the subs out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But let me say to your point about Okogie and the confidence. I think it's really easy to be confident when you have Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal playing with you. Like, and to know that they're going to do their jobs, and like to know that they're going to be doing the majority of the scoring, and that you can just sort of fulfill your role and play defense and help them out. That gives you a lot of confidence, like that you fulfill your role. Like, if all my job is to play good defense, score a bucket here and there, whenever I'm open, cut into the rack, get a steal, give it to the big three, get a rebound, give it to the big three. Like, I think I could do that. Like, if I was Josh Okogie, yeah, I could definitely do that. And I will be confident in doing that and rolling with my homies and doing that. That's so it's easy to be confident in that way. And I mean, it's obviously that's what he's doing, and that's what Frank Vogel's going to have them do. I forgot that he's so young still too. Like,
how old is Okogie?
Age. I believe he's 24 still.
Damn.
Let me check. Maybe he's 23. Or maybe 25. Yeah, he's just turned 25. So like, he's still relatively young. You know what I mean? For, being in the league.
Is it fair to say that our enthusiasm about Okogie dipped last season after being sky high?
Did, bro. We turned on him. I'm not gonna lie. We turned on him, especially after, like, we liked him in the beginning because he did a few good things during the middle. Then during that freaking stretch of hell, right? When everybody was getting hurt, Booker was getting hurt, CP3 was getting hurt, we had to see him, and Mikal and Cam was hurt. So it was just him and Mikal. Like, yeah, that was, we didn't like him then because he was, we had too much exposure to him, right? Like, he just had to do too much. Then we got Mask Okogie. And that was toward the end of the season when Durant was here and Booker was here, and then we were like, yeah, this Okogie's great. Mask Okogie. Then he played well. And then we expected him to carry that over into the playoffs, and he definitely did not. And we turned on him then there too. And so his season last year was definitely a roller coaster. But it seems like this year is going to be way more consistent. Way, way, way more consistent with what he's going to be doing.
Man. Tomorrow's going to be a fun night, dude. Watching the big three play.
We play at 9?
I thought it was 7 Central.
7 Western or 7? Nah, it can't be 7 Central. We're playing the Blazers.
That's true.
A Monday. It's definitely going to be 9 p.m. our time.
Okay, 9.
Let me double check. Somebody's in the chat's probably picking up before I do. Phoenix Suns. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow at 9 p.m. It's over here, right here. So definitely 7 p.m. Phoenix time or Western Coast time, whatever they are on. I guess we're on Phoenix time right now too, right?
Yeah. They have the same time zone.
VT says, damn, bruh, moved out of Phoenix trying to keep up with these times. Look, you think it's bad. We're trying to keep up with these times being in the central time zone and trying to figure out where Phoenix is. Because whenever we see something on the Phoenix website, it always will just say whatever the time Phoenix is. And I'm like, well, what time is Phoenix in again? Because I don't remember. Like, he says, bro, I'm in Florida now. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, damn. I usually have to just use the ESPN app, and it'll just tell me what the time is in my time zone, and I'm good. So it's 9 p.m. our time tomorrow. Burners. No, I haven't. It's not a fear. It's don't do that shit. Quit giving artificial intelligence more reason to mow my ass down when
I want to know, Burner, what did you put in the search terms, or like in the term, the description of what to make? Did you say like, did you put in a picture of Sundo and say recreate this? Or like, did you just tell AI Sundo, Suns Valley Pod, Maca, gigantic pillow for a belly? Like, why did he have a pillow? Okay, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you guys, it's Discord stuff, our Suns Valley Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, let me know. I'll put a link in the chat. If not, it's all good. But
yes, one link for the chat.
One link. It'll be ready to go for like 24 hours or less. All right, because we get so many trolls in there.
Oh, we had an incident before the first preseason game that was wild, so we had to put a button on that. Jaden says he wants in.
All right, I'll pop a link in now.
Make it a 1-day chat.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's a 1-day link. Strong, independent man of the Lord playing guitar is what Baby Mallow says. That's hilarious.
Strong, independent, God-fearing Christian man. Roy said we have. What up, Roy? Roy, I was gonna message you and be like, "Yo, we're going live tonight." It'll be like.
Roy says we have incidents every season. Well, not like that. That was nothing but spam accounts coming in and posting wild stuff that I had to get rid of. The other incidents that have happened have just been because butthurt people.
Butthurt people
who will not be named. Who have no self-control. Came into our Discord and decided that they were gonna.
Well, we don't know that it was those butthurt people.
Nigga, I don't want to hear it. We know who it was. All right, we do. We know who it was, and I'm gonna just say what I said. All right, we knew who it was. So done. All right, I'm not pulling my punches no more. I ain't doing it. Can't do it. Won't do it. All right. Nigga had me posting J. Cole lyrics on Twitter.
That's how you know he got to you. Baby Mala said, "Are you ready to watch the Suns play versus the Nets?" That's the thing, dude. We haven't seen Mikal come back to Phoenix. We haven't played against Mikal or Cam Johnson.
Mallow. Right now we're in high energy. We don't need you to bring that negativity to us right now. Here's the deal. The Twins got us Kevin Durant and everything's looking good. That still doesn't mean that we don't miss those dudes because those dudes were great. Like, man, it's going to be tough watching us play the Nets, bro. I'm not going to lie.
It's going to hurt.
Like, that's going to be really tough watching Mikal and Cam Johnson and their new team, like, doing well. And Mikal is going to drop like 40 on us when we play him. And it's going to hurt. I don't want to watch it. Thanks, Baby Mal, for just bringing that down.
I will say, though, I'm still in the camp that thinks that in 2026, Matt Ishbia, the GOAT, is going to have things set up to be able to throw a max contract at Mikal. If Mikal doesn't, so the first domino is, does Mikal sign an extension early? Because if he doesn't and he says, I want to go into free agency and see what my options are and see what my value is, the Suns will come a-calling. We already got rid of one of our max contracts that we had to. Thanks, Blazers. So, dude, I really think, I don't think we're going to get him back, but I think we're going to get him back. And if we don't get him back, I would 100% be happy with getting Cam Johnson back. I just think we're going to get one of them back. You never lived in Phoenix like I did. I swear, dude, once you go there, you're like blown away. You're blown away.
About Phoenix, Arizona. These niggas are in New York now.
Ain't nobody want to live in that bum piss city.
Lie, bro.
Nobody want to.
Sure
The taxes.
Fine.
The taxes.
We're talking about millionaires, Gabe. They ain't worried about taxes.
The homeless is.
They're not around any homeless niggas. They go straight to the arena and they're back.
You can't avoid the homeless in Brooklyn.
I'm sorry. Just stop. Now you're sounding like a real MAGA. Okay, that's what you're sounding like. Calm down. All right. You're doing just fine. They're gonna be fine in New York. They ain't
Dude.
They're not.
Okay. It's 2026, and you say, Mikhail, hopefully by that time the Suns have won a title, and you say, Devin calls Mikhail and says, bro, we're gonna offer you a full max. Let's go win these titles like we always planned on.
You know what's crazy? You said that, and Oracle literally said the exact same thing in the chat.
What'd he say?
As you were saying that, he said, "Dude, imagine we win a chip with Durant, and then the Twins come back and win a reunion chip with Book."
Book already talked about it. He put it out there as soon as he could and said, "Hey, we're gonna see what those boys are doing in 2026." It's the plan. The plan is to try to get them back in 26 because they weren't just... Everything lines up if you think about it, because they weren't just a couple of players. They were our twins. They were our children. They were beloved and revered. And you didn't hurt their feelings when you traded them away. You didn't hurt their feelings.
I don't know, Brandon. Them dudes look real sad getting interviewed.
They look sad because they wanted to be in Phoenix, not bum-pissed Brooklyn.
Quit it, bro. You out here just making stuff up.
I'm not, bro. I'm not, man.
Burner said, Gabe really speaking from the heart. Here's my favorite thing Burner says, you can't avoid the homeless in Brooklyn. Cuts to the 50 crackheads near the ASU 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I haven't been in theirs. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how MAGA of an approach they're taking with the homeless in Phoenix, but...
I hate you so much, bro. Oh man,
Gary said you got to move on. Come on,
they're not coming back.
One of them. Just give me one of them. Why?
They're not
Why?
Back, Gabe.
If everybody's offering a max deal to them,
Gary King just said something I agree. It's all DA's fault that we don't have the Twins. Now that is facts, bro.
Damn, that hurts. It's so accurate. That's super accurate, because if we wouldn't have had to give him that max deal and him sucks, like Brooklyn, if he was what he thinks he is, Brooklyn would have wanted him.
Facts. David says, y'all not from Phoenix. So Gabe's lived in Phoenix. How long ago was that? It
was what made me a Suns fan. I got there in 2008 and lived there till like 2010. So it was just a couple of years of living in Phoenix. But
he loved it so much he became a Suns fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I met Gabe on the internets. That sounds really suspect. I met Gabe from a mutual friend playing Xbox. Let me put it that way.
That sounds better.
All right. And so
it wasn't Grindr. We'll put it that way.
And he convinced me that I need to be a Suns fan because he told me about this guy named Devin Booker that was the next Kobe Bryant, and I thought he was stupid, and I still think he's dumb for saying that. But I did like Devin Booker. I did become a fan of Devin Booker, and that's how I became a fan of the Phoenix Suns.
Berta said Sundo met Gabe at a MAGA rally. Yeah, I was standing behind Trump with a biracials for Trump, and then I got him a blacks for Trump shirt. And we've just been friends ever since. Even though the times don't line up at all there.
You guys do not get this at any other podcast. I'm just going to be honest.
No.
You guys do not get this at any other podcast. Only Suns Valley Pod. Oh, man. D-Book breathes the same air as Kobe. Hey, I'm going to be real. Like,
Kobe is just so... Kobe was just RIP.
There's just such a standard there for Kobe.
He was, yeah.
Booker is looking more and more like a man locked in, and I'll put it like that. the Devin Booker that we're seeing now is a completely different Devin Booker attitude wise, the way he talks, the way he walks.
How about this? The way he takes defense seriously.
Yes.
And has turned into a decent defender. That was something we didn't think possible. No, not just us, just in general, that was the knock on him. Empty points on a losing team, and he don't play no defense.
Now that he's here, he seems to be taking defense seriously. He's locked in. I think losing the finals was good for him. I really do. I really do. I think that got him focused, that got him locked in, that pissed him off. He got a small taste of what success could be. He likes, somebody said he looked up to Kobe, like all of that. So I think him losing that finals was the best thing that could happen to him. He is now locked in and ready to go.
Can you believe last season he didn't make the All-Star team? And I mean, I think it definitely had to do with the groin injury.
Definitely because of the injury, dog.
But still, like, I think he's so good, he should just get voted in anyways, and then they replace him with someone who can play. And this year is going to be respect season for Booker. Like, he's going to be leading a super team that just is hopefully crushing everyone's souls.
Man,
he's going to win. He's going to be an all-star. He's going to be like top. He's going to either be third team all NBA or second team all NBA, best case scenario. Because I'm trying to think here so I'm not disrespectful. Is there a better shooting guard in the NBA right now than Devin Booker? That I'm not thinking of? Like, oh yeah, like is he not the best two in the game?
Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Devin Booker has the 8th best odds to win MVP. 1 above LeBron James, 1 behind Steph Curry, 2 behind Kevin Durant. I would take that bet this year. I would take that bet this year. That's just me. I'm not one to like have high expectations, but I would put a spot on that. That's just my opinion. I feel like he's that locked in. I feel like he's going to be that focused. I think we might see an MVP caliber season from Devin Almighty Booker. That's just me. Mad Max in the chat says we need to talk about our strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you this.
Whole lot of strengths, Sundo.
Whole lot of strengths. Obviously our strength is big three. We're gonna be able to shoot the crap out of the mid-range.
And all three of those dudes can shoot from three. None of them are bad 3-point shooters.
We have great depth on the bench. That's another strength with a bunch of 3-point shooters. So there's always that. We're way long. We have length everywhere. So there's that as well. If there is any weakness that we do have, it's just that our bigs are the weakness of this team. That's not a bad thing. But I think our bigs are the weakest part of this team. Like if you look at it in the whole.
Really?
Yes.
I just don't think of them as a weakness, but if you're grading them,
hear me. It's not like a big
comparing
big
them, comparing position groups.
Yeah. Yes, it's just like that's the worst part of the team. Just comparing them. Nurkic great. No one thinks that Dewey is a killer. Not Bol Bol, not Azubike, and not Metu. Like there's not a whole lot of expectation for them. That's the weakness of the team. I think we can also get lax on defense a little bit, as you've seen in the preseason. There will be times whenever it looks like we're not going to be playing defense, especially when it comes to the second team. Like, and you've seen it during the preseason. So I think that'll be our weaknesses there is bigs and second team defense. But as far as like first team, bro, like I can't really give you any like in-depth weakness. It looks like all strengths minus maybe.
Well, Burner has a great comment.
Health.
Said weakness is health. KD, Nurk, and Beal. All three of those
there you
guys.
go.
And you can throw Book into that. Book gets hurt also almost every season and misses time.
Groin and
yeah,
hamstring.
dude. Like that's why you have people on Twitter literally named Book's groin or Book's hamstring. Like it happens and he misses time. So health. I think health is our biggest weakness. That's the one thing that stands in the way for sure.
But that's a cop-out because that's what most teams who are supposed to win a championship will say.
But not every team. Like the Kings last season, they had the least injuries. Exactly. That's why they lit the beam on almost everyone, because they were never injured last season. Like not every team deals with injuries to the degree that we do or are likely going to. So yeah, like that would be it. I think you're right. I was thinking the first thing that I thought was point guard depth, but now I'm so in love with Jordan. You got me just gassed up on Jordan Goodwin.
I told you that right now. It's not point guard depth in quotations. It's ball handler depth, and we got plenty of that. Like we're not gonna. It's ball handler by committee, not point. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. We don't need a point guard. We have ball handler, so it's ball handler by committee. That's what I'm gonna call it. Just like running back by committee in football, running ball handler by committee. That's what we're doing.
Which is fine because I've been seeing it work around the league. I used the Nuggets as an example, like having Aaron Gordon be their main point guard de facto, and they won a title with it. So I think we just have been so conditioned to think of point guards as Chris Paul because we've been with Chris Paul. So you're like, well, you need a point guard that sets the table. It's like, yeah, but when campaign came in for him, we pushed the pace. We played so much faster. We got fast break points like we weren't getting with Chris Paul, wheelchairing himself up the court every time.
All right, I got two questions.
Yeah.
Chris Stewart says, will the Suns make a trade at the deadline in predictions? I don't know about the deadline, but I've already told you my prediction. They're going to get TJ McConnell. That's my prediction for y'all. It's just too much talk, and it seems like Matt Ishbia really likes him, and Matt Ishbia will eventually get what he wants, and he'll push for it. So I feel like TJ McConnell's going to be on this team sooner or later.
If he isn't,
I like it, but
even if he isn't sent to the Suns, that's going to be the name you hear all first half of the season. Yes. And during the trade deadline time, you're going to be hearing it all the time.
There's just something about it. Seems like Ishbia is obsessed with him. Jaden says, Gabe, how do you think we will do in the tournament? And is there an MVP for the tournament? Here's the deal. I don't understand the play-in tournament. I'm going to need somebody to explain it to me.
Okay.
Like
I can explain it a little bit.
In the format, it's just a little confusing for me. So, and how they're going to do it and determine it, and how are they going to play it. And I know they're going to use scheduled games for it, and yada yada.
Yes,
it's just crazy.
Scheduled games, special jerseys. So
for the tournament,
yes. So anytime one of the games on the schedule has been designated as a tournament game, we'll be wearing. Can you look up who's in our bracket, by the way? I think we have like the toughest bracket by far.
So there's group play and the knockout rounds. Okay, that makes sense. They're going to use regular season games and group play. That's how that's going to work. And then the knockout rounds are going to be during December. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
And I can't help but feel like we're going to be
all right, so here we go.
In the heat to win it, but no one's gonna care as much because it's the first time. Right. And
yeah, so here we go. Got you. So each conference is divided into 3 groups of 5. We have in the West. We have West A, West B, and West C. In West A, you have the Grizzlies, Suns, Lakers, Jazz, and the Trailblazers. That is our group. So we are West A. West C is the Kings, the Warriors, the Wolves, the Thunder, and the Spurs. And then West B is the Nuggets, Clippers, Pelicans, Mavs, and Rockets. They actually did a really good job at dividing these. Like, didn't stack any of these groups at all in the West. Like, they did a really good job at spreading the talent out. Because if they would have did it by division or like by region, that would have sucked. So
yeah.
So let's see. Pot 1 teams with the best 3 preseason record. I don't know what this means. This is ridiculous. I want to read all this.
I think we're gonna be healthier in the front half of the season.
Tournament nights will take place every Tuesday and Friday, with the exception of Election Day, from November 3rd to 28th. So that's when your group play starts. So every
we gotta vote for Biden, bro. We gotta be free to go vote for Biden.
Not till next year. Anyway.
Oh, okay, that's next year. You're right.
So November 3rd to the 28th will be when group play starts. So every Tuesday and Friday. So looks like you're gonna have those. This is probably why you can't sit people more than once, because they want people to play for these tournament games. The only NBA games played on tournament nights will be group play games. Group play games will count as regular season games for all purposes. A team will play, so a team will play each of the other 4 teams in its group in one group play game. Okay, that's weird. A team's records in these 4 interconference games will determine whether or not the team qualifies for the knockout round. So wait a minute. So every Tuesday and Friday counts for your group play, but you're not playing people in that group. Weird. Is that what I just read?
Weird.
Hold on. Let me look at the schedule real quick. Because this is just crazy. Phoenix Suns. Let me just look at their schedule real quick. Because this sounds stupid if that's what happens.
I feel like anybody that wins the tournament, no one's going to give them credit for it.
Right. So from November the 3rd. So our first group play game wouldn't be until against the Lakers on a Friday. So that's a group play. So yes, West Group A. Then the next tournament game wouldn't be till the next Friday against the Jazz. So they did line them up. So you are playing group games. Okay. I'm reading it right now on the website. Tuesday against the Blazers, that's a group game. Friday against the Grizzlies, that's a group game. So they did do this the right way.
Okay.
So our last group game in the in-season tournament will be Friday the 24th, right after, is that after Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving? That's right after Thanksgiving. Against the Grizzlies.
Your boy Ja.
All right. So basically what's going to happen is your tiebreaker, head-to-head group stage record. That's going to be the first one. If you're tied there, then point differential in the group stage record. And then after that, if that's tied, total points scored in the group stage record. And if that's tied, then it's regular season record from last year. That's stupid.
In my opinion, dude, they should do like college does, where like you do it not necessarily before the season, but like around Christmas time, there's a tournament and everybody takes a break from the regular schedule. And maybe instead of doing 82 games, you do 75 games or something like that. You know what I mean? And then so those extra games aren't hurting your legs or whatever, risking.
Well, I think the tournament is separate from what I'm understanding here, because the tournament's held in Las Vegas. So let me see here. The knockout rounds will consist of single elimination games for the 8 teams that advance from group play, beginning with the quarterfinals on December 4th through the 5th. Teams that win will progress to the neutral site semifinals on December 7th, and then the championship on December 9th. So it seems like the 4th and the 5th, the quarterfinals will be played at whoever's home court. And then for the neutral site game will be in a span of basically 2 games. And let me see what this looks like here then. Yeah. Okay. So from December 2nd, there is a 10-day period where we don't have a regular season game schedule. So they are making time for this tournament specifically. So December. So if your team doesn't make it past the knockout round, then you get a whole 10-day of rest. So the 4th and 5th will be a home game forever, and then a neutral site. So then you'll get 3 days rest after the tournament game. So they are making a specific time slot for this and giving teams rest in between for this, like an extra all-star break rest, which seems cool. but then they gave us an immediate back-to-back because of it. Thank you.
The Lakers, so Nacho is saying it'll be rigged for the Lakers anyways. I'm thinking, Lakers will benefit at least from early part of the season. LeBron will have less time to get hurt. AD will have less time to get hurt. I just think, I'm just saying, no matter what, whoever wins, the rest of the teams are going to bully them and say, it doesn't matter. You won a worthless tournament because out of jealousy, I'll do it to the Lakers. All right. And it's going to get done to me if the Suns win. I just can't imagine it meaning anything to fans of the team that didn't win. Everyone's just going to downplay it and be like, it's not a real title. It's not a real title. It doesn't mean anything. Don't you think, man?
I would tend to agree with you. Let me look at the prizes here.
Try flexing an in-season tournament.
Well, I know what they're trying to do.
Win.
All right, so here we go. For the 2023-24 season, the in-season tournament prize pool will be allocated to the players on the teams that participate in the knockout rounds, with allocations increasing depending on how far a team progresses, so there will be money. At the conclusion of the in-season tournament, the NBA will name the most valuable player of the competition and the all-tournament team. Selection will be based off players' performance in both group play and knockout rounds. So who was it that asked the question? So there will be an in-tournament season MVP as well, based on group play and knockout rounds. Look, I like what they're trying to do here because they're trying to basically Jaden says it was me. Yeah. So I like what they're doing here, Gabe, because they're trying to do what teams overseas in soccer do, because there is a mid-season tournament in soccer, and it does matter. A cup. Sorry. Let me use the proper terms if there's any football fans out there that'll get mad at me. There is especially in the Premier League, there's a mid-season cup. That's a big deal. So they're trying to do that. They're trying to emulate that for the NBA because there is an international audience, right? So that's something they're trying to do. I like what they're trying to do. I hope it works out. I think later down the road, after a few more tournaments, it will matter to fans later. But I do agree with you. Right now, there will be every other, especially for us who are Americans who don't care because we look at this as a consolation prize.
Right.
So we will be this is stupid. We didn't win it. And who cares if you won your constellation? We only want the chip, right? That's going to be an attitude. But I think give it a few years, it'll catch on and it'll be a big deal.
I agray with that. I agree. First one, I just don't think it's going to mean nothing.
It's going to be hard for fans to get used to, and they're going to off-play it like you said. If the Lakers win it, for sure every other team's going to be who cares? It's your constellation tournament prize. Good luck. You won't win the finals, but I'm sure it'll catch on. I'm going to have fun watching it, and if we do win it, I'm talking shit. I don't care. A trophy's a trophy, nigga.
See how that goes. Try that in a small town and see how that goes on Twitter. All right. The small town is Twitter. It's just.
Jaden says, do you think we will win it? I have no clue. It just depends on what these players want to or what kind of attitude they come with. If Booker and KD say, hey, we want this tournament, and then they win and they're like, we want both. How cool would it be if we were the first team to win both? On the first season.
Winning both would be incredible, dude.
You know what I mean? How cool would it be to be we won the in-season tournament and we won the finals. We were truly the most dominant team of the season. How cool would that be? So yeah, for that reason, let's go. Let's go for it. I would love for that to happen.
I think they're going to play really well. I think they're going to go hard and take it seriously and be tryhards about it.
Hey, Burner, I hate to break it to you. It's not a white shirt, so bum ass.
What is it?
It's just a light. It's
super light blue.
Yeah, very super light Easter color.
Pastel, blue, if you will.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this in-season tournament. I don't care. Especially if we do get past her. The whole group stage thing is interesting because Everybody's going to play each other one time, which is how group stage works in the World Cup, right?
Weird, yeah.
Which is how it
Those
works. You gotta play each other
games,
one
okay,
time.
now that I'm thinking about it, when you explain it like that, those games are going to be intense.
If they really want to play it hard, yeah, they will be. Like if the teams are really going for it, because like you play the Lakers once, you play the Grizzlies once.
That Lakers game is going to be like, yo, guys, this isn't just Bron and AD versus Book and KD. This is
and you know for sure the league is going to make them play. That's why the league set up the 2-on-1 off. Like you can't, so
and they're going to be in special jerseys.
Yeah, like I can feel you hyping yourself up.
I am hyped. I'm actually hyped for it now.
Yeah. So we're gonna play the Grizzlies once. We're gonna play the Lakers once, the Jazz once, and the Blazers once. And let me go ahead and look it up again. Let me look up the schedule again, just so you can mark them on your schedule.
Ben, tell me in the chat, what are the new flopping rules specifically? Because I actually don't know. I'm not a Torey Jones style YouTuber that knows everything.
So like I said, Friday November 10th is the first in-season tournament game against the Lakers. All right. That's going to be at the Footprint Center. On TV, it's going to be on Suns AZ Live. So it's not going to be a nationally televised game. So that's always fun.
That's crazy. I guarantee you it gets pushed to national coverage, dude.
Well, I mean, if it's the Lakers and the Suns, yes, right? Okay, so then there's that. Then the next one is a week later, November 17th. Best believe after that game, no one's playing against the OKC and no one's playing against the Timberwolves. And then we play the Jazz on the in-season tournament game. You know the big three are going to play there. Then we play the Jazz again. No one's playing there. Then on that Tuesday, best believe the big three is going to be playing against the Blazers for that tournament. Then we have a back-to-back against the Golden State Warriors. No one's playing for that. And then on Friday the 24th is our last in-season tournament game against the Grizzlies. Best believe they're going to play for that, and then we'll probably rest. So it seems like the NBA with the new sit rules, they're basing everything around this tournament.
I'm actually really stoked about it.
It's kind of a genius move by
the special jerseys is icing on the cake.
I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical, but after reading these rules and putting them down and seeing how the schedule works out, the NBA definitely did this right. They definitely made it to where these dudes are gonna have to play these games. No one can sit out, and they definitely put the schedule around it for that way. You know how they always well, you want to complain about playing a back-to-back? Well, guess what? Your in-season tournament game is going to be the first game on a back-to-back. Deal with it.
Yeah, at least it'll be the first game.
Yeah, most of them are first games on the back-to-back. After getting significant rest. So they did it smart. They did it real smart.
Ben came through with the answer on flopping. The offending player so the flopper will be charged with a non-unsportsmanlike technical foul, which means it won't count towards an ejection. It's just a tech. That's cool.
And the opposing team will be awarded one free throw. Any player on the team can shoot the free throw. Okay.
Ooh, so you can send your best shooter out there to hit it.
So it's basically it's just going to be like a
don't flop.
D3.
You flop.
It's just a D3.
They get the ball. Yeah.
D3. It's just a D3. It's just a three. It's just a D3. That's all it is. It'll count as a defensive 3 seconds, basically.
Bro, I want
the offense.
I hope that BetUS comes out with being able to bet on who is the first NBA player to get a flop foul. Who do you think it's going to be, man? Who's the most floppingest fish out there? Burner says, I'm more hyped than Sundo agreeing to wear his tank top again.
I hate this, man.
We do need more tank top streams from you.
Man, the Giants actually played. Sorry, I hate to interrupt.
Did they win?
Team. They played the Bills tough. It was 14-9.
Yeah, I think CP3 would be a good bet on that. Yeah, Oracle says Luke about to get so many texts. That's funny. It depends on how hard they call it, because Booker does that thing where he runs full speed, dribbles full speed to the rim, throws his body up, throws the ball up in the air, and goes to the line. What if they start counting that as a tech or as a flop?
Who knows? This man Burns says, I'm not desperate, but please.
Yeah, the please made you sound desperate.
Is that Sophie Cunningham on?
That's
in the
your girl.
Yep.
People been simping for her. Here comes the Bol threes.
Rightfully
probably.
So.
Yeah, I hope Do Eubanks plays tomorrow night. That's my boy. Do Eubanks is my boy. I don't even think I've told you this, but Do Eubanks is my boy because he's my we're kindred spirits. Does that sound sus enough for you?
Sure.
He has multiple wiener dogs, just like your boy. So I don't think Eubanks could ever do anything to upset me now. Dagoon said, "Wonder if Sophie is into short guys." Probably not. Timothy says Sundo seems like he wears flip-flops. Are you a flip-flop man?
Heck no.
We should trade Bol Bol for TJ McConnell. They ain't stupid enough for that.
Now they're worrying about now they're turning into wanting feet pics of you.
Yeah, we're done with the stream.
At least flip pics, you know? I'm wearing some moccasins right now, huh? That's when you know the stream's over, when you're showing your shoes and no one cares.
Facts.
Anything else you want to bring up, Sundo?
No, we're done. So,
anybody in the chat got anything we need to address? Do you guys feel like telling us what you accomplished today, maybe? Is that a thing?
Nothing.
That's something Torey does. Should we do Torey's life advice segment?
What
where
is
you
he
guys
even clipping?
you guys clipping? Oh, probably my my moccasins. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Anybody got any life advice questions for Sundo? Sundo will give you advice on your life. Ask away.
I don't wear Crocs either. Crocs are gross.
Crocs are hella comfortable, bro. It's been years since I've worn them, but they're at least super comfortable. Well, these questions are probably all going to be sus, all these life questions.
Yeah, Baby Mal's questions, you don't.
How to grow your hairline back.
I don't wear that.
If you want advice on growing your hair back, me and Sundo are not the guys to ask. All right, we let God just do his thing with our hairlines, and we just accepted what he gave us, which was a whole lot of nothing.
Hey, says Sundo, what do you like more, Pilk or the Suns? Well, Pilk never lost the NBA Finals and lost 4 games straight.
Malo says, Sundo, how do I get my church rank up? Now, that's a good question.
You don't.
There's nothing he can do to get his church rank up.
You don't.
Slayer said, not gonna lie, I thought Gabe had hair. I used to have glorious hair, Slayers. I mean, we are talking.
Why do you think he'd be wearing a hat?
I mean, I'll go bald. You know, I enjoy, and I just shaved. You know, I don't hate it. It's not like I wear a hat around or anything like that, but I just wear a Suns hat because it's Suns related. And I'm embarrassed about being bald.
I love being bald. I feel great about it.
You know, sometimes bald is the move for, yeah, it is kind of mega mindish, isn't it? I mean, look at that thing.
Sunday, what do you use for moisturizer?
I can answer that for myself. What is that?
Right
Jergens? He's got it right by his computer, folks.
Whatever my wife has. What's my favorite Zelda game? I don't know, Timothy. I'm recently biased with Tears of the Kingdom, but my all-time favorite is probably Twilight Princess.
You need to put Burner in like a 1 minute timeout.
I'm about to now.
That
he's
is
a freaking
just...
admin. I can't do that. Remove his admin abilities, man. His privileges, bro.
You're on thin ice, Burner.
Man.
You are on the thinnest ice. We don't care if it's an honest question. We're not upset because we feel like you were being dishonest, okay?
I hate this man so much. Wow, so no one wants to move another person's privileges? That's right. Honest question, to lose your admin, I mean, we got to take it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy says, Burner keeps his channel running. You owe him.
It's true. Burner's been around for a long time, man. I think Burner found us probably through
we
Suns
haven't
Geek.
Seen in a minute, but all he does is cry in the Discord. Iverson.
Yeah, what the hell is Iverson up to?
Whenever we traded Ayton, he was the first person to cuss Ayton out. But then as soon as we traded Ayton, he was in the Discord crying about how we were ruined. Did we ruin the franchise?
Because he hated Nurk and he thinks so poorly of Nurk.
Oh my gosh. Maybe that's it, bro. He is definitely MIA, Burner.
You know who's really happy with us now?
Who?
Really happy.
Who?
Code.
I haven't seen Code in a minute either.
He's commented on our videos. He watches the videos. You know.
I haven't seen him in a minute. I think I saw him one time in a live stream and he was like, "We did it, boys."
Yeah. No, he's really happy. I was telling him in the last stream, because he was like, welcome, like we're finally on the same team. We finally all agree about Nurkic over Ayton. We're happy we got him off the team. And I was like, dude, me and Sundo need to get a matching tattoo. Like, we're brothers now. We're on the same pace. What up, Jobin?
Apparently something happened.
With what?
This game.
Oh, football?
Yeah, what happened?
Ben said, do y'all do a daily podcast? So we live stream. No, we do a live stream of every game that leads into a post game and sometimes starts with a pre-game. And then we make a lot of videos on Suns topics. But we're thinking we need to do like a weekly recap stream.
Facts. We'll probably end up doing that. Go ahead. Sundo, how many likes for you to shave your beard to your skin? You mean to shave my beard off? I'm never doing that because I will look like a baby.
Yeah, no beard is not the move. Burner asked me what's in the mini fridge. Well, funny you should ask, because the motor on that thing burned up halfway through the first Suns season that we were doing the channel. It just kind of became like I just feel like it's a part of the background. I need to get a new mini fridge because there's nothing in it right now. And that's where I'm going to keep me canned waters that you find so offensive.
Liquid Death. How dare you do Liquid Death?
Oh, boy.
I bet you drink Black Rifle coffee, too, while you're at it.
I don't. I literally refuse to drink Black Rifle coffee. I swear. And I can tell you why later. All right? I don't want to bring it up on the stream. It's not stream appropriate. It's not. It's just not. But No, I
says-
I actually don't.
Ben says one of the best Phoenix podcast personalities. Y'all are the best. Just wish more content was coming out. Look, man, like once the season gets started, like there will be plenty.
Yeah, we'll be on
Plenty.
every other night basically, and videos every other night as well.
Yeah, except for me whenever I'm playing music for the Lord. But talking about corn stars is yo. Oh man,
bro! I saw this funny video.
Those were
right?
wild times.
I saw this funny TikTok yesterday. I mean, this chick who's probably has millions of followers because she's a baddie. Okay, and she walks up to her boyfriend and she's like gonna show him a slideshow of different corn stars, and she's like, if you know any of the names of these girls, we're gonna have an issue. And so he's like, okay. So the first one, Mia Khalifa. And the camera cuts to him and his face is like this. He's like he's trying so hard to make a face like he doesn't know who it is. And he's like, come on, man. I mean, it's Mia Khalifa. And she's like, what the hell? And then the next picture is Lana Rhodes.
No. Here's the deal. Like, but Mia Khalifa is like,
she's beyond corn.
Known,
Yeah.
Right. She's like pop culturally known now because of the fact that she trolls NBA players and yada yada yada. So like, that's not the same.
Yeah, but you know, it's understandable she'd be upset. And then the next one was Lana Rhodes, and same thing, dude. She's in the culture, basically. She goes on podcasts, like she's been on podcasts and all of that shit. Like it was really funny. If I find it again in my feed, I'll send it to you.
Just making faces like Blake Griffin. I forgot that's why I know her because of Blake Griffin.
Yeah, I guess if you think about it, it really is, isn't it?
Who was the one that Zion messed with?
Oh, dude, Mariah Mills. That, like,
I mean, we don't have these people's names because these dudes, like these basketball players, be simping for them. And
they mess with them. They get into them, bro. You know. I will say this: she's built Ford tough. Ford tough. She's like built. She's built to handle a Zion thumping. Okay, like he'll probably break most women. Okay, but she's built. She's the one woman that would be like just totally able to handle it.
Gion says, I think it's time for bed, bro. For real.
Right? No, she's psychotic, bro. Like, she's an actual
is she like
crazy
out there, like,
person.
To, like, do something crazy,
lying on Zion's name and doing the worst acting surprise ever while lying on his name, bro. But Zion obviously ain't that smart either because...
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean by built Ford tough. She's wild. She looks crazy, dog.
Bruh. I mean...
She looks nuts.
She is nuts. She is. Roy says she got a LeBron type of body.
Nah, bro. Like,
no, she's got like a Zion type body, bro. Zion with a BBL.
Built Ford tough like a rock.
That's a big woman. You know,
man, that's wild.
That's maybe that is that what you would consider a SS BB dub? No, because that's supersized. I thought SS meant like S tier,
super slim.
But yeah,
Burton says so muscle mommy, like Rhea Ripley from WWE.
I saw a picture of your girl Jade Cargill. Damn, she's yoked, bro.
Dude, she's pretty ripped.
She's crazy ripped. She's got to be on gear.
That's why the WWE got her. I don't think she's on gear. I think she's just like that.
Hemi Game said, "I'll let her top me off."
All right, we're done. We're done. Wrap this up, bro. We're not doing this. We're getting real Valley After Dark real quick.
I know.
Wrap it up.
What's funny is I was really thinking about titling this thing Valley After Dark, but it would have devolved a lot earlier. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Hit that like on your way out if you haven't already, man. And I don't know what you're gonna say, Sundo. I don't know what the
hold on
sign off is. Maybe you could think of something here.
Suns. I don't know.
Built for tough.
like a rock. I don't know what to do. Just cut it. We have
hey, how about
Beal's
back? Beal's back. Oh, they want a horseman. Horseman. See you guys tomorrow night.